Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to look into the steps for incorporation of a company. As we know, there are four basic steps for formation of a company. First is a promotion, second incorporation, third capital subscription, and fourth is commencement of business. In the second stage of incorporation, the detailed procedure have to be followed with respect to formation of a company. Incorporation means registration. It refers to a legal process that is used to form a corporate entity or a company. It has a separate legal entity and it is owned, recognized by the law. So this incorporation, the company will be termed as a company. In India, we use the term limited or private limited, or for Western country it is word uses in INC, that's incorporation. It becomes a corporate legal entity which is completely separate from its owner. There are basically 8 steps in which the company is incorporated. Group of 7 or more people can come together to form a public company, and 2 is required to form a private company. The following are the stages, like ascertaining the availability of the name for the company, preparation of memorandum and article of association, printing, signing and stamping, vetting of the memorandum and articles, power of attorney if required, other documents to be filed with the registrar of companies, statutory declaration in e-form, payment of registration fee and certificate of incorporation. So let us see one by one these stages. First is ascertaining the availability of the name. The promoters have to state into memorandum and articles the name of a company, for which they have to ascertain the name of the company, which must be unique. For public limited company, the word limited has to be used, and for private limited company, word private limited has to be used at last. Like XYZ limited denotes a public limited company, and XYZ private limited company will denote the private company. The promoter have to check whether the chosen name of a company for adoption is particularly available or not with the registrar of the company. He have to pay 500 rupees with the application. Then registrar allows the company to adopt the name with the legal documentation and formalities required within a period of 3 months. Second, they have to preparation of memorandum of association and article of association. Memorandum means it is a constitution or rule book of a company which deals with the various clauses, namely the name clause, registered office clause, object clause, liability clause and capital clause. So all these clauses states different types of rules with respect to the content name. Article of association is basically a document which states the rules required for internal management of a company. So memorandum deals with the external affairs and articles with the internal affairs. The articles mention the right, duties and liabilities of the member. Printing, signing and stamping, vetting of the memorandums and articles. So this is the third stage in which the registrar of company help the promoters to draw up and draft the memorandum of article of association. If required, promoter may take the help of the professionals like CS, executives or lawyers. Once these have been vetted by the registrar of companies, then the memorandum and articles can be printed. The articles have to be individually signed by each subscriber or the members in the presence of witness, else it may not become valid. Let us discuss about the promoter and the role of a promoter. As everyone know, in the promotion stage, the person, a single individual or group of individual can come together and formulate a company. A promoter is a one who undertake to form a company with a reference to a given object and to set it going, and who takes the necessary steps to accomplish that purpose. Promoter is usually any individual, association or syndicate which perform the necessary duties to bring a company into existence. The function of the promoter is responsible for choosing an appropriate name of a company. He is responsible for setting details in the company's memorandum and articles. He is responsible for nominating the director, solicitor, banker, auditor, secretary of a company, as well as deciding the registered office of a company. He ensures the availability and printing of memorandum and articles and issue prospectus, etc. Legal position of a promoter: he is neither an agent nor a trustee of a company because the company he promote is still not into existence. He acts as a fiduciary or a representative relationship with the company, for which he is required to make full disclosure to the company of all the important and relevant information. Promoter may not make either directly or indirectly any profit at the expense of the company. He promotes without the knowledge and consent of a company. If he does make any secret profit in this regard, so as per this rule, the company can compel him to account for it and surrender the secret profit. The promoter, if the promoter obtained money from the company in any illegal manner, he becomes liable for the damage to the company, and he has to pay it back. If he dies, his estate remain liable for such act. When full disclosure is made, promoter is permitted to keep the profits, but the disclosure must to be made to the board of directors and to the shareholders. So next stage is the power of attorney. If promoter want to appoint any legal representative, he has a full authority to appoint a representative by giving an power of attorney on behalf of a company and its promoters. The attorney will have the authority to make the changes in the memorandum and articles and moreover other documents that have been filed with the registrar. Other documents required to be filled with the registrar: first is E-form number 32, which mention the consent of directors. Second is E-form number 18, that is notice of register address. Third is E-form number 32, that is particular of directors. Sixth step is the statutory declaration in E-form number 1. This declaration further states that all the requirement of Company Act and the rules thereunder have been complied with respect of and the matters precedent and incidental thereto. So this declaration is very important to state the completion of all documentation procedure. Payment of registration fee as prescribed fee from time to time has to be paid to the registrar of company during the stage of incorporation. It depends on the nominal capital of a company, which is also called as share capital. So once this particular fees is paid, the incorporation stage is completed and certificate of incorporation will be issued to the company. Thereafter, business commencement can take place legally. Thank you. So this was regarding to the incorporation of the company. So here, certificate of incorporation, after fulfilling all the satisfactory requirements, company come into existence and certificate of incorporation is issued by registrar as a defined proof.